What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 36, I think, of Contemplations of the Lost West. I am beat. This is officially my latest episode ever, 6:04 p.m. CST here in Austin, Texas. And I am deep in this liver gallbladder. And yeah, I'm at 50-something hours fasted right now. And yeah, I've been feeling a whole lot of things today. It's been an emotional day, as any of these detoxes and cleanses are. As I've talked about many times, our body stores our emotions, the stuff that we have not processed, the stuff that we have not felt. And most importantly, our organs. Basically, every tradition talks about it. I feel so brain dead. Yeah, and I feel this, there was no part of me that wanted to come upstairs and record this episode right now. No part of me. It's really interesting. It's really interesting how, as I get closer to these 40 days, I think I finish on Saturday. Yeah, 35, 6, yeah, I think Saturday is my last day. And as I get close to the end, maybe it wasn't just the amount of stuff that I've done in this 40 days. I'm really looking back and realizing what I'm capable of. The willingness I have to do hard shit, to be uncomfortable, to look at myself, to tell the truth, to be seen, to trust, to surrender. It's really, really been an incredible process. And as I get closer to the end of this 40 days, I'm really seeing the through line of what any growth process really looks like for us. And I'm starting to understand that fear is the whole point. Fear is the whole point. Fear is benevolent. Fear is the greatest ally and friend we'll have in this life if we choose it to be so. In a twist of irony, I guess, when we choose not to fear fear. And as I'm getting close to the end of this thing, maybe now wasn't the time to start a multi-day fast and liver cleanse, and yet I've been hanging on to this cleanse. Shout out Zen Cleanse. They have incredible cleanses. I've done their gut cleanse and their lung cleanse, now their liver cleanse as well. And I've had the kit for 2-3 months. Just been sitting on it. And then I got the ping like it has to be this weekend. Because of course it did. To flush out whatever's remaining, to be in it during this literal process. Man, allergies kicking up all of a sudden. And I just started to realize that fear is the whole point. Because as I started this journey, and for those of you who have watched every episode, my first week or so of this, I was in a lot of resistance. I was feeling a lot of fear. I was afraid of if I would be able to accomplish this. The full stack of things. Adding something radically new and difficult to it. Committing to it every day. All these, like I was talking about my process in that. Like, damn, do I believe I can do it? Do I trust myself? And then the middle period. It's like my fear of worthiness was coming up. My scarcity. I talked about that too. Being seen, authenticity, telling the truth. And now I'm getting towards the end, and it's like a different kind of fear. The thing that says that I don't know what to say, I don't want to show up, I don't have the energy for this. What if I... And it's just, maybe it's the whole point. It is the whole point. Because it is pointing us to where we are going to become free. And fuck, man, I've become free of a lot. And just, I was going to say 3.5 weeks. It's been a lot longer than 3.5 weeks. 5 weeks. I've learned a lot about myself over the last 5 weeks. And in here now, in this cleanse with, I haven't responded to any text today. What am I looking at? Oof. 48 texts, 100 WhatsApp messages, emails. I just haven't had energy to look at any of it. And then the anxiety starts kicking on because that's what one day in my life looks like. Maybe 2 days because I was pretty offline Saturday too. And then all the stories start kicking in. And it's like the stories kick in anytime we start something, and they kick in near the finish. Because that's the signal. The signal is when you feel uncomfortable, you're on the right path. When you feel fear, you're on the right path. I think that's what makes this human experience beautiful. Is that it's not always beautiful. That we have these moments and challenges and difficulties and self-doubt and anxieties and fear. And we say, I'm going to show up anyway. Even if I don't know how. Even if I don't know what I'm going to say. Even if I don't know what it's going to look like. And just something I'm learning about myself is for so much of my life, I made it about someone outside of me. I cared so much about what people thought about me. I used to second guess everything I said. I would repeat conversations in my mind long after I had them. Constantly worried about if people thought I was smart enough, if I said something stupid, if that joke landed. Constantly needing to be the good guy, the nice guy, the guy who could fit in with everybody. And it's because I wasn't comfortable with my own discomfort, with my fear, with my anxiety. I let it rule me. And in letting it rule me, I allowed the reflection of everybody else to rule me too, because I didn't know myself inside. So what if we all make it the point to seek out the parts of us we're terrified of? That most especially when we don't feel like doing something, we do it anyway. In honor of our word, also trusting there's things I could have done today, and I'm like, fuck that. What are the things that would honor my word? I was going to make dinner tonight. 48-hour fast is great. By the time I ate dinner, it'd been 54, 52 hours. I don't know, somewhere in the mid-50s, low mid-50s. That's a great fast. I finished the cleanse. The cleanse only requires 24 hours. And then I got my ribs out. I wanted ribs. I started thinking into what I'm going to make. Maybe I make it with a summer salad on the side or a polenta. I love chefing. I love cooking so much. And when I take breaks from cooking, it always gets me excited to think about my next meal. Just how much I really enjoy being in that pocket. Thoughtless. Just pouring all my love and intention into the food. Really lights me up in a way that I'm still discovering, but I am just, more and more excited about. There's always so much more to learn. And there was a part of me that wanted to eat just to eat. And then I heard the whisper, you don't need to. And then I heard the response, the counter whisper. Yeah, but I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, that's the only reason I want to eat. So what if I challenge myself even further and I don't, just so I can meet myself in that place? So I can continue to build this relationship with what it means to be challenged by myself, to myself, for myself, to do the uncomfortable thing. And that's really what this last year of my life has been about. Coming out of that last relationship, which will be 2 weeks from today, it ended. And this whole year has been about meeting myself in the absolute most guttural lows to find who I am. And I'm glad. I'm glad that this year has broken me in the best ways. Because in that breaking, I got to rebuild myself. Because I got to see myself in it. And time after time, I continued to show up and show up and show up and show up. And in the moment, it always felt too impossible, too hard to feel, to do the hard thing, to be in devotion, to stay committed. And then it's like a snap of fingers goes by and I'm 9 months later and I'm just looking back like, wow. Wow. So, I ask again, what if we make challenge the whole point? We make discomfort the point. We make confronting fear the point. We've become so obsessed with the escape. We've become so obsessed with the numbing, with the distractions, with the positive love and light and joy only. But when I can find joy in the moments I don't feel like having any, that's the real victory. And then I feel unstoppable. No conversation feels hard anymore, even if it starts to get those anxious and fear-based. I'm like, I've been here. I've done this. I know how to hold myself in this. I know what's on the other side. Making that hard decision, listening to the intuition, to the ping, to the whisper of the heart, trusting God. All of those lessons were learned not when it was easy, but when it was hard. What if that becomes the whole point? Where are you avoiding difficulty? Because it's not comfortable. Where are you avoiding the thing that you cannot stop thinking about because of fear? And maybe it's just me. I don't know. That feels complete. Thanks for being here, y'all. 5 more days. And we'll see who I am at the end of this thing. Whatever it is, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for this journey, for this life. To feel. I'm just grateful to be me. Still feeling the little stickiness where I have concern in how I show up and what I say and how I look. I still get the whispers. Man, on the other side of that, does it feel good to just be me? And I pray we all get that. Be blessed, y'all. See you tomorrow.